So it's 4 minutes to go. You can put on the music till then.
Yeah.
You didn't send the link to Madiha?
I have mailed everyone. Now I think 30 minutes before I sent everyone that 30 minutes remain. Did you see? There is a mail.
Yeah, I got it.
So my Madiha is there in the. Yeah, Madiha
I
is there.
messaged her. I messaged her to check email.
Yeah. I have messaged all the non-members who have paid. So, come here. My daughter is also sitting. You cannot see her. But
Hi, I can see her.
Fond of makeup. She said, I will also join, Mama. So I will let her you also see her.
Great.
Yeah. So I'll play the music till then.
Yes, please.
Okay, Rekha, once Laura is done with her, surprise, that lucky draw, then you can start with the thank you. No, thank you. Then we will end.
Yeah.
Yeah?
We are all in green, different shades of green today.
Yes.
Coincidentally, actually. Music volume कम कर दो थोड़ा सा. We're all dancing.
This is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves, and everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. Baby, this is what you came for.
We have one more green.
what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. And everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. You.
Hello Niti, hello Rekha, hello Shreya. We have one more break.
Your place when we leave. This is what you came for.
Yeah, I love the music.
Strikes every time she moves. Everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you.
It's about time, Shweta. You can start. Never keep joining in.
Let's wait for people.
Way down fast at the game we play. Who knows why it's gotta be this way? We say nothing more than we need. I say your place when we leave. This is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. And everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you.
Yeah, can you drop in the message
Niti?
to everyone? Yeah. You can wait on to English now and then start.
Baby, this is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. And everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you. This is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves. Everybody's watching her, but she's looking at you.
I think we can get going with the discussion. We have to stick to the time.
Way down fast at the game we play. Who knows why it's gotta be this way? We say nothing more than we need. I say your place when we leave. This is what you came for. Lightning strikes every time she moves.
You. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Niti.
So are we ready to go?
Yes, we're just waiting for another maybe 1 or 2
Yeah,
minutes.
sure,
People
sure.
are still joining in.
Just let me know, then we'll just kind of.
You just keep your video on,
Hmm.
and so another maybe 2 minutes.
No problem. Can you see my model clearly?
Yes,
lighting all right?
yes, all good,
Super.
nice and pretty, all set to get
She's a
fab.
Yeah, she's going to look fab.
Great, great, great. So we're very excited for today's session, Niti.
Same.
We're just waiting for people are just joining in now. So just give us maybe 2 or 3 more minutes.
No problem. I'm all set. Everything is sorted. Just give me a thumbs up and I'll start.
Sure, sure. I believe Shweta, you have shared the link with some people, and I think the name is showing Shweta Garg. So whoever has the same name, please change your name. You can go in the settings and change your name to your name. Hello Arushi, hello Nilima, Shitija, Jana, Madiha, Roslyn, hi, Shalini, Arushi, Monica, Rika. So Shweta, do let me know so that we can just get going.
Yeah, I think we can start now, Neha.
Start? All right, all right.
Yeah.
Okay, so without taking much time, I, on behalf of AICI India Delhi chapter, would like to take this opportunity to welcome you all to this wonderful Sunday afternoon. First of all, thank you all for sparing time on Sunday and to be present at this event today. And it's going to be an amazing session. Like you can see, this is the first time ever we are hosting a live streaming. There's no PPT, there's nothing, there's a live model here. And we have a celebrity speaker, Ms.Niti Luthra. She is a celebrity makeup artist, and she will be showing us a couple of corporate looks, and we'll be talking everything about makeup. So if you are a makeup lover, then this is the place for you to be. I am Neha Malhotra. I'm the founder of AICI India Delhi chapter, and at present, I am the general secretary and treasurer of the chapter. So it's a great opportunity for me to welcome you all today. And I can assure you this session is going to be a great learning session, and we will get to know a lot of secrets. I personally love makeup, so I'm all eyes to you, Niti. I'd like Ms. Shweta Garg, who is the president of AICI India Delhi chapter, to take the session further. So all over to you, Shweta, without taking more time, because I'm sure we are all looking forward to this amazing session. So over to you, Shweta.
Thank you, Neha. Thank you for the wonderful start. I think I'll be adding people in between. And thank you all for being here. Not taking much time, I would like to introduce our esteemed speaker of the session today, Ms.Niti Luthra, who has over 13 years of rich experience in transforming celebrities, brides, corporate students, and many more. She has also been a panelist as a judge for Mrs. India pageant, Mrs. India Beauty Queen, and Miss FSSA Fitness. She's a well-renowned name in Bollywood and Tollywood. She has been recognized by ICWF, Indian Community Welfare Fund, and GIWA for the contribution to the makeup industry. Thank you, Niti, for honoring us with your presence today. Before we carry on with the session, I would also like to take a few minutes to give my regards to my board member and the team who has made today's event possible. You know, the success of these kind of events are only possible when you have an amazing team behind it. And that's how the association is successful. So first, Ms. Neha Malhotra, she's a General Secretary and Treasurer. She is the one who takes care of all the operations along with me. And as just now said, that she is the founder of AICI India Delhi chapter. I think because of her we all are here together. That's why in AICI India exists. Then Miss Zohra Chitalwala, she's VP Events, and her team, Arushi Srivastava and Sangeeta Saxena, they are the brainchild behind all such events as whatever AICA is organizing and will be coming up with. They are the one who adds excitement and fun element to the event. Then Miss Rekha Shah, she's VP Marketing, and her team Monica Dhal and Rosaline. All these amazing creatives post stories that you have been seeing on social media. That's how you got to know about today's event. It's all done by my marketing team. Mr. Amit Chaturvedi, I think he's not around today. He is VP membership, and his team, Dia Khurana and Seema Babani, they are the one who takes care of the coordination with the members and make sure that their interest is taken care. Miss Chana Palanisama, she is VP Business Development, and her team, Miss Padmini Pandya, they are the one who are working towards the growth plans of the chapter. Miss Sonia Dubey Diwan, for some reasons, she is also not here today. She's our past president and she's a guide and always available whenever we need her support. So today's event or many more events that we are coming up with, they could not have been possible without the sheer contribution of you all. Also, I would like to inform that Ms. Monica Dhal is the moderator of the session. So please put up your questions in the chat box and she will be taking care of that. We also have some surprise for all the attendees who are there today. So stay tuned till the end. Without any further delay, I would like to start with the session and I think I'll hand it over to Ms.Niti Luthra. Enjoy the event. I am really looking forward for this session. Thank you so much. Over to you, Niti.
Good afternoon, lovely ladies. I'm sure you're all very, very pretty and very gorgeous to look at. But little bit of enhancement of makeup can really change the look. So what we're going to do is we're going to do such a look which we will carry like in the daytime, in the corporate look, in the party as well. But little bit of, changes can switch your looks. And also we will be talking about how concealer plays a very important role. We know basics of concealers, of course, but there's going to be more to it, how highlighters are to be used. Okay, a lot of people have questions like what kind of highlighters, what is my foundation, what is my undertone? And it sounds like a huge study, how to do this. Oh, I don't know. But we make it sound so easy for you to choose your own products later on. You would not need an artist. I'm sorry, but I still want you to need me, but I'm just kidding. Okay, so let me just expand the screen for, can you all see the model clearly?
Shweta, would you like to just pin Niti, please?
Can you see the screen clearly?
Yes, Niti.
Yes, Niti, we can see.
Is it clear enough? Like,
Yeah, please pin your video so that it's on the full screen.
sorry?
No, I'm just telling Shweta to pin your video so that we can see the full screen.
I have done that, Neha.
Is the camera clear and the lighting is fine? Then we can start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's Megha, and she's very kind to be our model today. She's a beautiful girl, and we're just going to enhance a bit of the look. And I'm also checking this. Okay, starting with something very important, your prep and prime of the skin really plays a very important role in how your makeup is going to be standing out later. So a lot of people have these questions: should I moisturize my skin, should I oil my skin? Honestly, it depends on your skin type, whether it's oily, whether it's dry, whether it's combination. How do you actually check whether your skin is oily, dry, or combination? You take your phones, put the flashlight on, and take a picture. When you take a picture and see that picture, you will see that there are areas which are shining. So those are oily areas, rest are dry. The application of the product happens according to that, not like we're rubbing it all over. Okay. So, and one second. Starting with her prime and prep, I'm using Biotic Advanced Ayurveda oil, if you can see. For me, your base has to be nicely moisturized. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, Niti.
So I'm applying it all over her face because Megha's skin is slightly on the drier side. And please do not forget the neck. At least 4 to 5 drops of oil is required on the skin. And now generally what we do is we apply the oil. If your skin is oily, then your application has to be just press it into your skin. But if in case your skin is dry, you need to push the product into the skin. The movement, can you see, it has to be really pushed into the skin. So till the time it's not pushed into the skin, it won't be hydrated enough to make your base dewy. Okay, little bit left over on the eyelids if your eyelids are dry. You can always ask what are your dry areas and we can add more. Now, next thing, can I apply moisturizer on top of the oil? Yes, you can. What is the difference and how do you choose whether I apply the oil first or whether I apply the moisturizer first? So whatever has a thinner consistency has to be applied before and the thicker one on top. Okay, and we leave it for few seconds. Megha has beautiful brows already, so I'm not going to really fill it too much. And I'm going to be starting with the brows and then we'll go to the next level. Now, next question is whether you need to prime your skin or you don't need to use primers. If your skin has open pores, you have this pore perfecting primer by Smashbox. There's Professional by Smashbox. Color bar is good. So if you have open pores, the primers are very important. Even if you have oily skin, the primer controls it. So a little bit of primer, just like a pea size and all over your face, not too much. Are you dry anywhere? No. Okay. So she's not feeling dry anywhere now. What we are going to do is we are going to give her the lip balm so that her skin is completely nourished till the time we start all this. Now, a lot of people use brow pencils. They use brow sets like by Benefit. It's called Carbro. I generally switch to eyeshadows. It's powder based and cream generally bleeds out like pencils and all. So I prefer powder based, whether it is, a set or it's an eyeshadow. You can use anything. And what we're going to use is like a deeper shade, like a deep matte brown. Also keep in mind it should come close to your hair color. Like if I have too much of, streaks done, I'll have to balance out the color. I can't have dark brows. Like I have very dark hair right now. So this kind of brow color suits me. But if I have too many streaks or I've like got them blonde, then I have to lighten my brow. So it has to balance with your hair color. Okay, so I'm taking this brown, which is, you can see how empty it is. So this is like matte dark brown. And this is like an angular brush, if you can see the angle. I'm going to be filling and starting with the brows. So always start from the area which is already dense so that excess color goes there. So she has a little scar, so I'll have to fill more color towards that. And Megha has thick brows, so we are just going to use very little towards the inner corner.
Okay, Nidhi, someone is asking, name some good brands with nice eyeshadow palette.
Nice eyeshadow palettes. There's let's see, it depends what kind of eyeshadow palettes. Are you looking at only mattes or you looking at mix? So what I'm using is a MAC, and there's very nice eyeshadow palette. I don't know whether because of the light you can see it or not. Can you see? It's
So
called.
now we can.
Can you see it?
Yes, now we can.
So this is Urban Decay Naked Basics, and this has all matte shades.
Okay.
Okay, and there is one which is right now one of my favorites. It's called Norvino. So much light, can you see?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
This is Anastasia Beverly Hills. You can try Urban Decay, Anastasia, MAC. Kiko also has very good eyeshadows, also depending on what range you're looking at. Huda Beauty, there's this remastered eyeshadow, beautiful, amazing shades it has. So a lot of eyeshadow palettes can be brought in. I mean, honestly, we don't end up only, we keep buying. Jitna bhi le lo kam hai.
True, true. Thank you.
But yes, before choosing your eyeshadow palette, keep it in mind. See, they don't let you really swatch the product when you're checking, but you need to really see the intensity of the color before you pick in. A lot of eyeshadow colors look very nice in the palettes, but when you actually apply, the color varies. You know. Okay, so I'm going to show you now. Now the brows we're not touching, and we start with eye base. Okay, girls, I'm going to show you something. It's 1 second. Okay. Can you see this product? Can you see the concealed
Yes.
product?
Yes, we can.
This is LA Girl, and it's a dupe of NARS. So the coverage is excellent. I'm using shades like natural, which is like my skin tone, or medium skin tone, and then I have porcelain, which is for fairer skin tone. And these are excellent for eye base and concealing and highlighting, all three. LA Girl Pro Concealer, yes. So the coverage is as good as NARS. I'm going to use a flat brush. You can use even your fingers, whatever is easy for you. One
Niti,
second.
someone is asking, is there any particular color
Yeah.
also? Is there any particular color?
In LA Girl, are you talking about LA
In
Girl?
concealer, LA Pro
This
concealer.
other series for using as IBs and concealers. So there's
Yes.
porcelain, there's natural, there's beige, there's yellow, there's light yellow. These are the maximum used shades in Indian market.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Joseph, don't open now. So I'm going to just create like a line under her brow to give it a neater look. And then drag the color down to the lid. So this works as an excellent base for your eyeshadow. A lot of people say, do we use primers? Do we use, like earlier we used to use, like MAC pots, paint pots under the eyeshadow to give a better coverage. Now this works brilliantly well, or even you can use any concealers, but make sure that it is pushed into the skin nicely so that there's no creasing. Please do not forget the inner corner. This is generally deep set. To bring it out, we really need to touch this part. Okay, so after this, I'm just fixing it with a damp blender or a sponge, whatever you have, and just pushing the product so that there are no creases and it's clear. So can you see there is a difference in both the eyes? This has more clear, platform to work on, and this is not going to take up the pigment so nicely. Remember, the inner corner is super important because this is deep set. And if your eyes are deep set, please, please avoid dark colors in the inner corners. Deep set and close set eyes generally have to have lighter shades towards the inner corner of the eye.
Is it necessary to do this step, Niti?
Uh, what I'm telling you is basically we need to do this. It's important because it gives you a better pigment of the eyeshadow. It holds the color much better. Direct application can be lighter, maybe it doesn't stand out so well, but this will definitely make sure that your color is showing. It's not compulsory, it's totally optional, but it just gives a better definition to your eye makeup. Okay, so obviously this is cream based and I have to fix it with the powder so that I can run the eyeshadows on top. So I'm going to powder this area. So have you noted down the LA concealer colors?
Yes. So this is not going to melt down eventually
No, no, I'm
for oily
fixing
skin.
it.
Somebody is
Fixing.
asking for oily skin.
It can be used on any skin, but you have to fix it with the powder.
Okay, thank you.
But make sure when you're applying powder on a skin which has dry lid, application of the powder has to be very less. So now since I've fixed it and it's matte, now the eyeshadows can fall easily on this. Okay, so if you'll see, basically she has a big crease. So in such eyes, or if you'll see my eyes, I have a smaller crease. So in my eyes, I would start my makeup by creating a crease on top. In her eyes, instead of on top, I'll put under the bone so that it doesn't look too big again. Her eyes are big. So you have to keep that in mind that same kind of application of the product cannot go on all eyes.
Is there any different shade for darker under eye also?
Any different shade for darker under eyes?
Yes.
Shades for covering darker under eyes are orange correctors, peach correctors. So LA Girl has a color called peach, which is brilliant for cutting your under eye. And if it's even darker, then you can switch to oranges and then conceal it on top. But that's of course a lot of layering then. But eye makeup would only stand out if you conceal it properly. Otherwise, it won't. I haven't concealed her under. I haven't done any base. I'm just straight away switching to eyes first. Because after doing the base, we'll have to switch to a more enhanced look. So I'm going to go soft. Okay, girls. So I'm using chocolate bar by Too Faced. It's a palette, and I'm using like a very sorry. Can you see the shade? It's very light for creating the crease. I think towards the light, the color doesn't show here. Um, so since her eyes are big, I am not creating on top, I'm creating under her crease. Girls, this is a very important step because generally we take the eyeshadows up towards the brow bone side and becomes messy and dark. So always remember to keep neutral shade to cover this area. It can be light pink, it can be peach, it can be beige, something neutral, light brown. So this is actually like a transition shade will be that is used for creating the gradation. So always start with that so that you don't mess up. I don't know how much can you see, but this is a very light color. Can you see it in the camera or no? Because it will take time to show the shade when I start using other shades with it.
There is little difference in both
Very
the
little
eyes.
shade you can see. It's a very light skin pink. It's just going to add a little dimension and depth, nothing else. And will control my other eyeshadow colors. Always remember the corner has to be closed here. And the more circular motions you use, the better the blending would be. And this is like a wiper movement.
Which brush you are using, Niti, right now?
I'm using like a dome brush and it is by Smashbox. It's for creating crease. It's round if you'll see.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
So round brushes are brilliant for creating creases. Yes, sorry, I missed out something.
Yes, somebody is asking, what's your suggestion for people with very minimal crease eye area, basically?
So see, if I don't have a crease, even I don't have it. If you'll see, you can see my crease today here. Like I've
Yeah,
created
even
it.
I have similar eye like yours.
So what we do is like we just kind of lift up your eye and create it on top rather than this crease line. We go on top here, and that makes our eye look bigger. I've created and I've shortened this area. So that's how you make your eyes look bigger if you don't have bigger crease. Okay, so I'm switching to Urban Decay Ultimate Basics that I showed you, and I'm taking like a brown shade again. Can you see the shades now?
Yes, yes, yes.
So I'm taking something like a brown shade after the rust one here. Yep.
Yes.
And then I'm going to use, this is darker to the first shade that I've used, and I'm bringing it down now. Always remember wiper movement, it just blends the color beautifully. But in the corner, you have to do circular and should not be bleeding out of this angle. Your eyebrow ending and corner of the eye is your guideline. So as I'm going lower, I'm using darker shades. Transition shade, then this medium tone, then I'll switch to a darker color. Can you see the color now slightly?
Yes.
So again, under the transition shade, and it should be blended. So girls, if you have close set eyes or you have deep set eyes, so when you're doing this viper movement, don't bring in your color till here. It will create more depth and it won't look pretty. So in that particular case, your movement should be here and in the corner. Okay. Can you see the second shades now?
Yes, it's clear.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so after this, I'm going to pick up another brown. I love browns. Indian, skin tone carries brown very well, and brown is such a neutral shade that you can wear it with anything. You don't have to really match it up to something. So now I'm going to go deeper, and I'm going to show you. Can you see this last line? There's this middle color brown.
Yes, it's visible.
This one.
Yes.
Yes.
Taking this shade. Now I'm using a flat, brush, if you can see.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, so when I'm picking up my color, I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that there's equal amount of color on both the sides. Otherwise, one is darker, one is lighter. We are fixing it all the time. Better to calculate it and then put it. Okay, now I'm going down on her crease and eyeball complete lid. And blending that color. So you know what? This is something like very matte, and when we add shimmer on top, you can switch it to party, and matte can be worn with anything, whether it's your corporate, whether it's your evening look, but like general look.
मैं कह रही थी यहाँ धोबी भैया आ गया था कल को, हमारे तो ले गया था।
I would request everyone to mute yourself, please.
तो इधर को ये तुम्हारे सामने आ गया तो अभी मतलब ना शाम को तक।
Okay, so you lift up your eye and towards the lash line, make sure that you fill in the color, because a lot of times we leave it and it looks very incomplete later. Lift up your eye and fill in the crease line, like lash line in the end, so that there are no gaps. You lift it and you can see it. So basically now there are 3 transition of browns, and I'm taking like a fat beauty blender brush. This is like an eyeshadow blender, and I'm going to just softly blend the shade so that there are no crease lines. So guys, I'm going to keep enhancing the eye look before doing the base, because once I finish everything on eyes, I'll start the base. Otherwise, the pigment starts falling on the skin. I don't want to like mess up and clean up again and again on her skin. I hope that's okay.
Niti, is it okay to remove the extra color from your brush? We just sometimes, dust our brush. So is it absolutely fine?
To remove the excess color first, right?
Yes.
Yes, it's very important, because better to dust off excess first and then reapply in case required. Otherwise, too much of color, it's difficult to blend and it's time consuming, you know. So it's always better to, like Neha said, we pick up the brush and we just dab it, tuck, tuck, remove the extra. I hope all do that. Excess is bad and uncontrollable for so short. Okay, so I'm going to show you all the 3 colors have blended and there are no crease lines, and it gives like a brown matte effect to her eyes. Okay, can you see? Open your eyes, Megha. So you can see that there's brown color on her eyes, but her lids are all clear. She's not looking messy, and it's a deep shade if you'll see. I mean, I don't know how much can you see in the camera over there. I mean, light is right on my head, so I'm unable to see it so properly. Can you guys see it?
Yes, it's visible. Which brush you just used, Niti, right now?
This is a Real Techniques brush, and it's called like the blending brush. It's fat, if you'll see, fat and fluffy and round. So earlier I was using like a smaller round. This is like a bigger round. So this is for blending excess and removing the crease lines.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this. This is a fixing spray, a primer water, and it's refreshing spray also. A lot of people ask that do we use sprays in between the makeup or after the makeup? There is a difference in the sprays that you use. So the first one I'm going to tell you is it's called refreshing spray. Refreshing spray is something like when you're feeling very oily in between and you sprayed on the face of the model, but that doesn't fix your makeup. Fixing spray means you're fixing the makeup, okay? And then your priming spray is basically you're hydrating the skin in between. What happens in between? There are dry patches. Oh, I'm applying the foundation and oh god, her skin is peeling off from somewhere. It's dry. That patch was dry. I did not apply oil nicely. Then that's the solution in between, the priming spray. So I'm using Smashbox. It's called Prime Water Set Refresh Spray. Plus this is hydrating. Another one which is very, very good fixing spray is Max Fix Plus. Reason being, it's got Prep and Prime Plus. Mac is amazing. Reason being, it has glycerine, so it keeps hydrating your skin. That's amazing to use. There's another one by Too Faced. It's called Hangover or something like that. I'll tell you the name. That's also very, very nice. So always, since I put eyeshadows, I'm going to keep my hand on her eyes and then spray in between. So these are in between steps. Okay. Now I'm going to just pick up anything which is little pop and shiny. For example, let's just take any of these shades. If you see, they're shining, these ones. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see?
Yes.
So I'm going to pick up these kind of shades on my fingertip and just apply on the eyeball. That makes it you know, for you to, you know, ready for going to any party or event, because it's adding sheen to your look. And this is again a very neutral kind of makeup. Can you see the eyeball difference between the two?
Yes.
Now see, what we're doing is when we apply this, generally what happens, people pick up the brush and they say, oh, I have to blend it. So they start blending it like this. No, that's a wrong technique. What we need to do is only where the product is ending, the edges have to be blended. Then only it gives a smooth look. Not like I'm completely blending it. Okay? Okay, guys. So that's more like sheen. This is more like matte. So I'm switching to the other eyeball and applying sheen. Now, even this kind of shade, whether you're wearing matte or sheen, can be carried anywhere. If you want to make it more prominent, you can take your fixing spray and spray it at the back of your hand, very little, dab it on your finger, take the product back from the palette, and this will pop it further. It will just enhance it further.
Which brush you just used, Niti, for a blending?
For blending or overall, or just the corners
No,
of
just now, just for the
the
corners.
same one, the round smaller one,
Same.
and
Oh,
I was just blending it towards the outer edges so that there's no line. Okay,
yeah, thank you.
you're welcome. And I'm again putting the same amount of spray and pigment on her other eyeball. Okay, so I'm going to again make sure that this is blended and it's clean. Open your eyes. So there's a little pop in the center that you can see, right? Now we are going to do, like Megha's eyes are big, okay? Mine are small. So if it was my eye, I would have used a white pencil to make it look bigger and used a brown pencil on the lower lash line. But since Megha's eyes are already big, I can use a lot of kajal. I'm not saying like I can't use kajal on my eyes, but if I really want to open up my eyes, then white or a cream pencil is excellent. Like NYX, no, sorry, Inglot. Inglot shade number 5 pencil is like a cream based color. It's mind blowing. It's amazing. It just opens up your eyes beautifully. So in her case, we are going to use kajal. A lot of people also has this question that I'm applying kajal and then I will conceal and then I'll apply foundation. The black would touch down. So girls, you have to do that carefully, but it's always better to finish off anything which is colored and then start your base. So in her case, I'm going to, where are the pencils? Get a pouch too. So in her case, I'm enhancing a bit of her crease line now. Close your eyes, please. To just add little depth, because I've already added a pop, so I can use more colors to enhance her eye. I'm using like a middle shade of brown. Two were light transition shades which we used on the top crease, and then dark was bringing it down. Now this is middle just to create balance in between the shades. Can you see this side of the eye?
Yes, it's popping out now.
Yeah. Okay. So also what we can do is now to create more depth or to make it look smoky. So how do we do smoky matte? Instead of that pop, I would have just applied kajal, and that kajal should be cream, which is easily blended, and it has to be taken up and used with a brown shade. Smoky doesn't mean that you start touching straight away black eyeshadows. Black eyeshadow can be really out of control if you don't practice it well. Once your hand is good with black and brown together, then you can take a risk of complete black. So do you want me to do the smoky on top of this right away?
I guess yes.
Okay, so I'm also showing you little bit of highlighter on her brow bone. If you will see, her brow bone is very prominent in the corner, not in the inner corner, because she has thick brows. So according to that, you will place the product. Otherwise, what happens? Generally, we are taught this, that okay, we start from the center, and then we go down and then we go inside. This is how we are taught generally in makeup schools. It's absolutely fine to do that. There's nothing wrong in that, but you have to see the shape of the brows and then place the product. So I can't go too much inside because she has thick brows there. But no product can be applied there. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay, again the blending brush, because it has brown, I'm just fixing it here so that there is no patch in the highlighter also. Okay, obviously you can't see the eyes so clearly right now. I'll tell you the reason, because the base is not done. It pops out immediately after your base is done. I'm going to take, this is color bar pencil, black color, and I'm just putting on the upper lash line. And I'm just making it a little brown. You have to look here. Thank you. So guys, keep your brushes always ready. Reason being, if it is not, easily blended, then it'll get stuck there. So what I'm doing, I told you I'm taking a black color and then I'm just blending that shade to give a smoky effect. So basically, again, it's gradation dark to light. So I'm going to use brown on top of this. And
How
then
are you blending, from outside in?
So how am I blending? So the color was placed like this. I'm blending it upwards so that it falls in that, gradation form. Can you see?
Yes.
So the more you want, you can make the pencil thicker. Like your lash line can be thicker, the more you want. Otherwise, this is like smoked up. Look. Okay? I'm increasing a little bit more here.
Is there any separate brush for blending, Niti?
I've just taken a fresh color because black is generally very bad. It can spread anything around. So I keep a separate brush for black colors. In case you don't have, make sure if you're using it right after that, you cleanse your brush. Otherwise, if you by mistake use for any kind of application, it will mess up completely. And your pressure of your brushes has to be very soft and very gentle. It can't be like talk talk. You're like not hitting the uh, person's eye, or even for that matter, base. Even for your own skin, you have to be very soft. No harsh pressures. Okay, so since it's like a deep color, I am taking it towards the corner also slightly, so that is defined. Otherwise, it looks like a patch and incomplete look. Can you see? Now, in this case, I will pick up the next shade, which is dark brown, which I used earlier also, and place it here, right on top of the black line.
Is there any good
Particular brown? Uh, Not any particular brown, because a lot of eyeshadow palettes have flat brown colors. The eyeshadow palettes that I've named, they all have those flat colors. Otherwise, individually, you can check in MAC, you can check in Kiko. But
eye
what?
pencil,
Sorry?
Niti? Eye pencil. Any good brand in eye
Eye
pencil?
pencil, Chambord. Chambord is excellent for browns and blacks. Then your Forever 52 black and brown, amazing pencils. So you can switch to those in case you want to try a
Thank you.
new pencil. Chambord and Forever 52 have you know, great texture. It can be, you know, put up nicely. It's intense and it is also blendable, so becomes easy. Okay. So when I do this, what happens? There is a little gap here and here. So we have to make sure that it's blended. There's one form going up. But again, that has to be the last leftover color which is going up. Can you see? Now that's like a pop and that's like a matte, you know, brown, black, smoky.
Yes.
Okay, so again, going back to the other eye, and because Megha will look funny wearing two different eyeshadows. I am just again creating a lash line with the Kajal pencil, which can be blended. It's creamy. This is color bar that I'm using, girls, but otherwise I've given you two more options, which are really nice. And earlier I used to use Smolder by MAC a lot, but it bleeds out a lot, so I stopped using that. Always make sure there are no lines showing, otherwise makeup looks tacky. It should be.
So applying eyeshadow also on top of the.
I haven't applied on the black, but of course you want to make it look more intense, you can add a black only on the lash line where I had applied. I'm going to apply and show you. Okay. So I'm taking the black eyeshadow now. Okay. And just the lash line. It will also help you fix your cream base, but otherwise it got fixed because I blended it upwards and added a brown eyeshadow to it. Again, make sure that it's got no lines and not too much of over blending is also done. Okay, can you see now? That's
Yes.
more intense.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to use the black eyeshadow on this one as well.
What kind of eye look is best for professional and corporate looks, Niti?
Okay, so what I'm doing right now, I would tell you to avoid it for a professional look. When I did the first three shades, like your lightest pink or your skin tone for creating the crease and a neutral shade in between, and you can use like a light shade for the whole crease. You can use browns for the whole crease. You can use peach for the whole crease, but always make sure that you avoid anything which has sheen pigment when you're going professionally. Mattes look much better in a corporate look, you know. And honestly, I'm not gonna, you know, I have to share this with you rather. The matte look eyeshadows, they look more classy, you know, even face to face and even in camera, because we've been using, and all these sheen and glitters and all that, that looks nice in cocktails, parties, and, you know, weddings. That's for that kind of look. You can go very soft. I'm going to just show you a few shades for your, for example, can you see the palette now?
Yes.
So if you see all the top shades or these shades, not the gray and the black, the rest, they're all light matte. These are brilliant for corporate looks. Okay, so anything matte, neutral, the looks brilliant. Also, you don't have to wear eyeshadow all the time, even if you're doing like a corporate look. What you can do is just wear a nice pencil. Now, if you're wearing something green and you want to wear green, then you, instead of using like a, you know, bold green, go for a very earthy green. Just line your lash line and just blend it little upwards and put a little shadow on top. That also looks fantastic. But using your crease line with neutral shades, it enhances your look, even if you're going for a corporate look. So if you'll see, I'm wearing very less colors on my eyes, but this kind of color, I can wear it for my evening coffee, I can wear it for my interview, I can wear it for my, you know, work. Something very neutral that I'm wearing already.
Yes.
Okay, so
Somebody's asking, can we use the black gel eyeliner for smoky eye look?
course, that's one of the best ones. And Maybelline is the recommended one.
Okay, thank you.
Inglot is also very good, but then Inglot is more highly priced as compared to Maybelline, and Maybelline has brilliant texture. Actually, honestly, if you use gel liners, it'll be more in your control. Reason being, it's easily, spread. Pencil, what happens when we're using a pencil and you have creases on your lids, like little bit of wrinkle on your lids, the pencil doesn't move so smoothly and there are gaps in between. So gel is definitely better for people who are doing it on themselves and they're not very pro at makeup.
And we can apply that on top of the eyeshadow as well.
That will give a liner look, right?
Yes.
That is when you want a gel liner, then you apply it on top of the eyeshadow. But if you want like a smoky blended look, then gel liners can be used as base. Okay,
Yeah, thank you.
so we are going to just blend so that there are no variations or stark lines like that. Okay, so this is more like matte smoky. If you keep it light, not very intense, like I had added the black eyeshadow on top of the black pencil. If I had not done that, then I can take it to a corporate look also, depending where am I heading for a corporate meeting. Like we do have, lunches outside. So you can dress up like that and go for your eyes as well. Okay, so I'm taking the Kajal pencil and filling her rim. Okay. And I'm also going to be filling the tight line which is on top here, this one. Okay. Close your eyes, Neha. Open. Open. Yeah. So the minute you do the tight line, your eyeball becomes more prominent. Like your shade starts looking one shade lighter to what it is actually. Close. Close. So can you see your eyes now? Now this is also a major problem that the minute we fill in the Kajal pencils, after a while it starts bleeding out. Either you fix it with an eyeshadow or you fix it with a liquid liner, just place it under the lash line, like lower lash line, and it should bleed on that. Then it doesn't spread on your skin. Also, you can use brown pencils and top it up with brown eyeshadows. Okay, so I'm going to show you which brown am I using. In between, since I'm using all this, let me tell you that girls, if you're investing in your concealers, please, please, please invest in NARS and MAC. MAC, there is one thing I want to tell you when it comes to concealers and foundations. When you pick up concealers, it has to be NW series. When it has to be a foundation, it has to be NC series. Why am I telling that? Because in MAC foundation and concealers, it works the opposite way. If you have a cool tone, you have to pick up warm. If you have a warm tone, you have to pick up cool. So Indian tones are generally warm, but we are picking up NC, which is called neutral cool by MAC. So all the MAC foundations are opposite to what we have in our undertones. Okay. And also MAC foundations are brilliant for oily normal skin because it kind of gives you dew effect, but it is mattified. For your sorry, this is good for your oily skin, and the other ones who have too much dry skin, makeup forever, it's excellent. And I've been using this Born This Way by Too Faced. If you can see, oh god, this is difficult to show you. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Can you see?
No, not really.
So you have to pick up foundations as per your skin type. I'm going to fix the brown pencil under the black line, but before that, I'm going to clear her under eye because we've been using a lot of black and it's fallen down on her skin. Okay, again, one more thing. There is a difference in cleansing and there is also called micellar water. Girls, makeup does not get removed by micellar water. So you will struggle a lot. Like I use this Garnier micellar water. This is to clean the skin, but not remove makeup. So do not use such things for removing makeup. Makeup removers are separate.
Niti, is it true that MAC get oxidized quickly?
No, not really. It gets oxidized only if your color is wrong, if it's too white as to what your skin tone is supposed to be. So wrong choice of color can oxidize, but not the product. It doesn't get oxidized like this.
Is there any good makeup remover you can recommend, Niti?
Makeup remover, you can use, I mean, I've been using Nivea, and otherwise, there are many makeup removers. Garnier has makeup removers separately, and then you have regular makeup removers in the chemist stores. You can pick up those because it doesn't really matter. Also, baby oil is brilliant. You know, yes, Maybelline is also a good makeup remover. See, I'll tell you what happens. It's not that this brand is good or that brand is good. Makeup removers and all can be chosen like that. The whole thing is that it should be so oily. Coconut oil is good, Madhiha, but the only thing is that make sure that you immediately clean your face because it's a thicker, product. Baby oil is more gentle. You can use that. Well, I've penned down a couple of products to tell you, and I will definitely share that with you. Okay, so see if I would have straight away put, it's already so much product on it. You see? So
Yes.
sorry for this lighting. I can't even show you half of the things. I hope you can see it that side. I myself can't see it in my camera. It's too much light. Okay, so now I'm switching to. See, now our eyes are looking defined, matte, and this can be worn anytime. You put a bright, nice lipstick or a deep lipstick. You can use the same look for a glam look. You want to wear a nice peach, nice lipstick. It can be used for a day wedding. It can be used for corporate meeting. So these kind of looks are somewhere you don't have to like struggle too much. Ki मैंने ये dress पहना है तो what should I wear on my eyeshadow? It's not necessary to always match your eyeshadows or make them color or make them glittery. It's not important. So I'm using this brown pencil right under the kajal, and this is like a lower lash line, so that whatever black bleeds out, it bleeds out on this, and we will further fix it up with an eyeshadow. Also, guys, when we are applying pencil, we have this habit of, like dragging it in one go. It's always better to go step by step. It fills in the color much better. Okay, now I'm taking like a thinner brush because the area is small under eye. I can't pick up a bigger brush, it will spread the whole shade. And I'm going to pick up again a dark brown or black. I can use both. So I'll start with the dark brown and use it on that brown eye pencil. Megha has some patience. She's sitting quietly. Okay. So when I'm doing this dark brown pencil and eyeshadow on top, I can fill the corner of the eye with the black eyeshadow. Rest can all be the brown. The lesser the black inside, the less mess it is. So this is fixing and blending your pencil. And now see her kajal looks bigger. Okay, just in the corner, I'm adding like a black eyeshadow for depth. See. Can you turn that side? Can you? Yeah.
Yes,
No,
we
the
can.
other side, the other side. This one. Can you see?
Yes.
So just the corners there is depth. Rest all is brown. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to start. I'm not applying her liner, and I'm not, see, in her eyes, honestly, the liner looks fantastic because she has a lot of crease area. I'm going to fix that later. First, I'm going to go back on the base so that this pops out better for you in the camera. Okay. So since I've already removed the makeup with that makeup remover, now I'm using Garnier Micellar Water to cleanse her face once before I start, especially this under eye area. So girls, whenever you're doing any step or you're removing, so that means you're also removing the product that I had put in the beginning, like my oil. So it goes off. So you have to redo every step in case you're removing any product from any area. Okay. I'm going to pick up oil. Another primer oil by Smashbox Photo Finish. It's super good. And girls, the way we use our night oils or our day oils for our skin, they can also be great for makeup bases. The whole thing is the right kind of hydration in your skin. So since I told you her skin is dry, I'm going to push it. If her skin wasn't dry, then I would have just applied it like this. There is a difference. Okay, can I in between ask you a question, girls?
Yes, please go ahead.
How do you check your skin tone? I just taught you in the beginning. How do you check your skin tone?
Camera
Like skin type rather.
You have to use your camera light.
Yeah. Flashlight, and then when you take a picture, if this is shining, this is shining, this is shining, this is your oily area. If this is shining, this is your oily area. If rest is clear and matte, you have to use more product on those areas. Just a test in between, girls.
Yeah, Arushi Bhatnagar was correct. She said take a picture.
Superb. So see, girls are very attentive. I'm very glad. Okay, so now comes your part of concealing and putting your foundation. A girl like me, I don't put too much foundation on my skin. Less is more graceful. So I generally, if you have imperfections, can oily and normal skin also apply prime oil? Yes, you can. I told you there is a difference, Shweta, that when you're applying it on the dry skin, you pat it, and when you're applying, sorry, when you apply on an oily skin, you pat it. When you are applying on a dry skin, you push it into the skin. You can use, but again, for example, if my skin is dry, I will use four drops of oil, 4 drops of oil. But if my skin is already oily, maybe two drops. It's just the amount of the product, but definitely you can use it. Coming back to what was I saying? Yes, priming and concealing. Sorry, concealing and foundation. I'm a less foundation person. NW series by MAC, especially please note down the colors: NW35, NW40, and NW45. Can we switch to BB cream if we don't need? Sorry, I missed out the question. Can I have it again?
Can we switch to BB cream if we don't need foundation, as I don't need such coverage?
Okay, so BB cream has a limitation of 2 to 3 shades. It might match your skin, it might not. So if you are not a foundation person, little bit of concealing and powder, you are done for a complete flawless look. NW35, NW40, and NW45 maximum used colors in MAC concealers. So for Mega Skin, I'm switching to NW35. I can also switch to NW40. Okay, guys, a lot of people say that a concealer has to be lighter to your skin tone. Not exactly. It has to just match to the level of, just covering that imperfection. It doesn't need to, be too bright. So when you're using a brighter concealer, basically you're switching to highlighting and not concealing. There is a difference. So I'm going to show you both the things step by step. Again, girls, if you don't have MAC, LA Girl, the one I applied on top is a brilliant concealer. A color like Megha is natural. A color like me is natural. A color darker will be like beige. A lighter color will be porcelain. So these are the colors. When you go on LA Girl, you can see that. NARS is excellent. It's creamy texture and it's thick coverage. Good coverage for that matter. Now, if you want to know the colors in NARS, let me give you that as well. 1 second. Okay, 1 second. I've made so many notes for you. I have to look for it.
That's so sweet of you.
No, because it's very important to know the right shades, because a lot of people pick up wrong shades and that becomes a problem later. Okay, girls, this is LA Girl Correctors. LA Girl Correctors, I've told you, MAC I've told you, right? And I have to tell you NARS. Where are NARS foundations in NARS? Okay, something like vanilla, medium ginger. Vanilla is fair, medium ginger is my tone, and the darker one, I can't figure out the name. Either it's custard or something. And if your skin is Kashmiri fair, that kind of fair, then light honey. So these are the ones. Common foundation for dusky South Indian skin tone. So again, there are a lot of foundations. It's just the color. For example, if we talk about MAC, color tone N6, N7, brilliant for South Indian skin tones. Again, if you come to your NARS, then a color called, it's called Syracuse. Syracuse is a color which is like for darker skin tone, So it's just the right kind of shade. And you should know whether your skin type is oily, dry. Accordingly, you pick up. If your skin is already dry and you pick up too thick a coverage, it will be a mess blending it. So as per your skin type, you pick up shades. Okay, one more trick to know your shades is also, obviously, one is when you test it. When it's brightening, that's your color. But at the same time, the series of colors always are lighter to darker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 is the fairest and becomes light color, then your medium. This is how you actually have, labeled on all the products, different brands. Okay. I'm using a concealer brush. You can use your fingertips also. And always, cream base, you need to emulsify the product so that it becomes more creamy. Look up. Concealing areas, any pigmented area. Now, if you see her skin, you can hardly see my color tone of concealer. It's just quite next to, her skin tone. It's not very bright, just one shade up to cover the imperfection, right? It's not too white. Like generally, earlier we used to put those lines, the lighter lines, and that's like concealing. No, that's highlighting. We're going to do that after this. Concealing corner of the nose, very, very important, corner of the mouth, chin, if you have pigmentation or any discoloration, any mark.
Somebody is asking, can we do something to our T-zone, oily, and rest of the face dry skin?
Yes, so a trick is this, that if this area is very oily, you can please apply a little bit of powder, okay, before applying your foundation and your concealers. If this is already dry, then this can be covered with the product's cream texture. If this is already too oily, rather than just dabbing it on top with the powder, you can always start with the powder and then add the product and then mattify it further. So that controls this area's oil.
Okay. Thank you.
Rather, right now, this is really trending that you put the, face powder first if your skin is too oily and then apply anything else. And then again, you can, it's not necessary to use oil, right? If your skin is way too oily in that T-zone area, avoid the drop there or put it here and just spread, and the leftover can be put so that it's evenly, nourished. Girls, always concealer has to be dabbed, not spread. Do not spread. Fingertip, just push it into the skin. Pressure has to be very light. So if you'll see, there's hardly any color that you'll see in concealing, right? It's just clearing the complexion, nothing else. It's not that light concealer that will look popped out. So see again, girls, what wrong application we do is that I need to cover my under eye, so I'll go till the end, like the lash line. No, you cannot go till there. You have to go only till here, and then bring it up the leftover and fix it. Excess of oil anywhere where you have creases will further, create creases. So please avoid that. And if you have mature skin and it's more wrinkled around this area, avoid more product. Less is good, you know. So what happens when you apply more product on such areas, it just makes it more prominent. Okay, so Megha is not right now looking fair or popped out. She's just looking that some colors been put on her face. Nothing like so popping out. Now I'm going to use a foundation on her, which is going to be Neutral 5N5 by MAC. This is like a medium fair color. And I'm going to show you how much application is to be done on this. Okay, girls, I'm showing you the product first. So can you see there's hardly any color that you can see? It's more like a moisturizer I put. There's no color.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So this is the kind of foundation test that you do on your skin. Never pick up fairer shades. Never ever do that. Rather, even if you by mistake pick up a darker shade, works much better because you can highlight that area later and pop out the area. But otherwise, if you pick up lighter color to your skin tone, it will oxidize. How about color corrector? Color corrector is very rarely used, Madhya. It is generally used when the problem area is too much. If my under eye is like dark, as if I've got boxed, that kind of under eye dark area, that needs to be covered with correctors. So correctors majorly in India are used in 2 shades or 3 shades maximum. Like when you have too much of problematic area, like orange, we use red lipstick, and green for if you have freckles or any pink or redness to your skin. Okay, so I'm picking up the foundation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn that side. Can you see? No, the other side.
Yes.
Immediately start putting it into your skin. I am not spreading, girls. I am pushing it into the skin again. I'm telling you.
How's the Estee Lauder foundation?
Estee Lauder is brilliant. I will tell you a name of the color also in Estee Lauder. It's called Tawny, Tawny. Brilliant for Indian skin tones. It's got very good coverage. And I used to one time personally use only Estee Lauder. Tawny, yeah, that's the name.
How long we need to wait after we apply the concealer to proceed with the foundation?
Just a minute, maybe 30 seconds. Let the product just settle into your skin. And always remember, wear your foundations and your concealers or your bases, whatever makeup you want to do. Please make sure you wear it at least, before leaving for the party, at least half an hour prior. It takes time to set into your skin. Otherwise, people think, oh, I'm going to do it like last minute. I'm going to look very fresh and nice. No, it doesn't work like that. It takes time to settle in your skin. The more time you have, just before leaving, just dab and brush up with the powder and leave. It'll be settled, it'll be dewy, it'll be glowing, and you'll like your makeup much better.
Is Forever 52 foundation a dupe of Estee Lauder?
It's not really a dupe of Estee Lauder, I don't think so, but it's again considered a good foundation. Like I know LA Girl is the dupe of makeover. Sorry, this one
Nars?
makeup forever.
Makeup.
LA Girl is a dupe of that. So girls, dupe. At times people say, "Why are you using a dupe? Why aren't you using that one?" There's no difference. If your coverage is good and the pricing is half, why not? As an artist, we need to keep everything, as per the budget or as per the client for that matter. But if you're using it for yourself, you choose it as per your budget and also how much will you use it for that matter. Foundation, as it is, I told you, is a product which we actually use less. Concealing is the game. Okay, so now her base is done and I'm going to take the beauty blender and I'm going to damp it. I don't spread makeup with anything. I just push it into the skin. And 1 second. Okay. So I'm just pushing it into the skin and
Is there any good beauty blender?
no, I just see that when you pick up a beauty blender, it's very hard if you see, but when you keep it soaked in water for some time, it becomes softer. I pick up from H&M also. I pick up from any store for that matter. Okay, girls. So next step is very important. Sorry, I know we have time limitation. I'm going to quickly do it. So I'm going to pick up a concealer again to show you how to highlight your area. Now look at this shade. Can you see it on her?
Yes.
Very bright?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. So anything brighter is brilliant for highlighting. And this is highlighting without sheen. It's in your bases. And it is done by concealers. So now when you do this, make sure you do this. This is a triangle right here. Okay? And then on the bridge of your nose, over here and over here. So these are the highlighting areas. Some people also like it on the brows. So this is called doing highlighting in your bases and it gives a brilliant finish to your overall look. Which brand is this? This is NARS. This is Light Honey by NARS. Again, I'm pushing the product into the skin. And I'm going to the inner corner of the eye. Can you see she's highlighted in that area?
Yes.
So girls, if you use normal tone concealers and brighter for highlighting, it gives this effect. Are you tired? You need coffee? No, I'm fine. Always brush up in case any product comes on your brow. So girls, also I take this till here to cut the eyebrow and the eye corner angle so that the eyeshadow is not falling beyond that. So a lot of people after this, they start powdering the face, which I don't. And I start straight away with contouring and blush and highlighting. Can you see now she's brightened up a bit?
Yes.
And now this is not like an overall foundation where she's looking white all over. It's only in the area which needs to be bringing out. Once we start contouring, it becomes super easy. Also, girls, turn your face that side. If you see, this is the starting of the ear and this is your corner of the mouth. So we come here like in a curved manner to create your contour line, right? So I'm using the highlighter there. Okay. And here as well. And I'm just look at it, maybe that one. And I'm bringing it down slightly. So what is happening is that it already gives me a mark of my contoured area. Turn that side. No, the other side. Can you see now? You can see that this is your contouring area.
Yeah.
Is the light too much?
No, it's fine.
So this is how you mark. Come here. Come here, the other side. Yeah. One second. I'm just trying to Can you see it now? Is it better?
Same.
Same. Too much
Yeah.
lighting.
No, it's fine, Niti.
Sorry?
It's absolutely fine.
Absolutely fine.
From here, it's fine.
Then it's good. You should be able to see. I can see the model actually. So this is how you highlight. These are your highlighting areas. Okay, now we straight away switch to contouring of your face. Very important role because the minute you put the foundation at the bases, your face becomes wider and bigger. Lot of shades and contours also. Dark light. So as per the skin tone you will choose.
You're using powder contouring.
I'm using powder contour. Cream contour is used when it's more like camera, movie, or somebody wants it very thick. This powder is much more easier to apply and it blends also faster. It should not fall down. This has to be upward direction when you're doing your cheekbone. Always remember to color these corners. Can you see the contour color there?
Yes.
And then ending up the ear to your chin. Now, girls, Megha has a sharp face, but I have a double chin. You see. So now when I'm cutting my face, I'll make sure, that can you see the fat here on my skin? So I'm going to apply here to make it look sharper. Not like the way I'm doing it to Megha, just following the jawline. I have to cut it on top because I have flesh here.
Is there any particular brand for powder contouring?
I'm using Anastasia. Otherwise, MAC is also good. Sephora also has good deep colors. Any flat deep brown color is also good. Hoola is excellent by Benefit. I love it too. Always remember to color this area for show short so that there's no foundation and hairline separately showing. This contour downwards and that contour upwards. And girls, what I'm going to do is after a while, Megha's makeup would set and I'll share the picture with Shweta and Neha. And you can further share it so that there is a difference after half an hour you need to see. Hairline, very important. And especially Megha has broad forehead, so it's very important to contour her forehead as well. Okay, now I will switch to blush. So if you'll see suddenly her cheekbone is defined. And it's not only because I've contoured, also because I've highlighted that lower area. Girls, one of my favorite blush palettes. It's Too Faced, and my favorite color is Pink Sand. It's amazingly pretty. Let me show you this color in the center. Can you see the lower one?
Yes.
It's a beautiful shade, goes very well on the Indian skin, and brilliant for corporate meetings and coffee and lighter makeups. Now, blush can be extended a bit more than the contour line, but at the same time, both the lines have to blend well.
Brand is Too Faced, right?
Yeah, Too Faced. So, girls, there is this Instagram handle called Resellers. They are authentic in their products. In case you don't travel and you want products, list from here, you can get that. And other brands which are right now not available in India right now and doing great work is like Natasha Denona, and then you have Pat McGrath. What brilliant palettes they have. Okay, so I'm using this pink sand because this is more like light brown pink. And just to add like a flush of color on her apple of the cheek, we'll switch to another color, which is called Pink Wink, and it is slightly more pinky as compared. Look straight. So the Pink Wink is the top center one. Okay. That's okay, that's okay. Fine. Okay. So just a little bit of color here. So girls, when we had done this highlighting as a base, now after a while, Megha's skin will go very dewy. So you don't need to add those dewy highlighters on top when it's like a corporate or a coffee or a regular makeup or a day makeup where you don't want to extremely shine for that matter. So that kind of highlighting works brilliantly well for that. But in case you are like a highlighter lover, Champagne Pop by Becca, brilliant. And then you have Too Faced shades. It's called Starlight and Satin Sheets. Again, very champagne kind of color. There's one illuminating shimmering powder by Sephora. It's quite amazing. You'll see the sheen effect on it.
Yes.
So we're going to apply. Now, a lot of girls do this thing on that side. They start applying highlighter like this.
You're using a fan brush.
I'm using a fan brush. It's just easy to place the product.
Yeah.
Revlon Rose Glow. Yes, of course, you can try it. Whole thing is that the pigment of the product has to be good. The brand can be in. Again, you have to apply on the highest point of her cheek, not overall straight away. So maximum glow has to go here. That's her highest point. Okay, and then we go down and little up. Is it visible in the camera?
Yes.
Okay. And girls, again, highlighters also kind of have a line that shows, so just blend it. And don't blend it overall, just the edges. Highest point, maximum product. And then blend. Again, bridge of the nose. A lot of people like it here. A lot of people do it on top of your lips nowadays.
But how to actually highlight your nose? Some people say don't go it till the end.
Don't do it till the end.
Yes.
Okay, so what happens actually, what techniques I've just told you about the base theory, it actually starts highlighting and showing glow on your skin. So in the end, just before you leave, you can add more shimmer and sheen to it. That's how people in the end add. So when I say that, do your makeup an hour prior before going to the party. and keep sitting with the makeup on. Just before you leave, touch up your highlighter, your blush, your lipstick. And if you want to fill the rim of the kajal, check the names, please. Rename it. Which ones? Shweta, which one?
Niti, I think some people names are not correct, so I'm just telling them to rename.
Oh, okay. I thought you were asking me.
Yeah.
Okay, so bridge of the nose. So that's why, Neha, we use highlighters just to give a finishing touch in the end.
Is there
Which
any
highlighter brand? Sephora. You can use, this is a illuminating powder by Sephora. You can use MAC. There is MAC. It's called Pearl. And then there is one Becca Champagne Pop. Huda, I'll be honest, I'm sure it's good, but I haven't tried it yet. You know. So a lot of things we keep trying and testing, and some becomes our favorite. So these are one of those favorite ones. So Champagne by Becca Champagne Pop is one of the best highlighters I've ever tested till now. Otherwise, there are different available. Okay, and also girls, at times when I just think about it, I'm traveling and I don't have too much to carry, and I just have like one small eyeshadow palette. So color like this on top, if you see, like the empty one slightly, is more like a highlighter I can use. So I keep trying and testing. That's an eyeshadow palette, but I try it. Okay, so mascara. Oh, that's it. So now, in case we want to make it more party, we can pop it in the center, put her lashes. Girls, you want me to put the lashes on her?
Please write it in the chat box.
Sorry?
I think it's better if you can, Niti.
Yeah.
That
I
would
think
be
it'll
really,
just enhance the look.
yeah, that
Lashes
would be
button.
really nice of you if you can.
No, please.
Because
And
sometimes it's very difficult to put that lashes. We'll get to
yeah,
know.
but girls, self-lash application is not so easy. There are products available in the market to hold it like a tweezer and then put it. How are magnetic lashes? Oh God, I'll be very honest, Arushi. I tried using magnetic lashes, and the strip which gets attached to your lash line. After a while, the lash came out and the strip was placed on my eye. So I would not recommend. Yeah, so that's funny, but this is how you experience different products. It's not necessarily, maybe my application wasn't that great, maybe. But see, girls, I've got my lashes done, if you'll see carefully. These are hybrid lashes, and I generally do it when there are a lot of shoots coming up and we have to make videos or stuff, because when you, as applying your eyeshadows again and again, it becomes a problem removing, replacing, and there's a glue trace. So it's always better to get your lashes done in case there's a wedding coming up. You're sorted.
Do you get it refilled also, Niti?
Yes, we do. We have to get it refilled, because the worst is, okay, I have thick lashes already. So the worst is that in case you have very thin lashes, this can fall off from any area. Like it can fall off from the center, it can fall off from the corner. So it looks very incomplete. So you have to fill in the mascara, but refill happens after every 20 days if you want to get it done.
Niti, we have a surprise element.
Sorry?
We have a surprise. So we
Okay.
would like you to just choose one lucky draw winner from the whole, and we'll give them our gift voucher from our side.
And tell me how to choose. I'm so sorry.
We'll give you the number. So Ayushi, what is the number? Just breaking in between to just get the fun element book.
Surprise for all the people who have participated. Am I audible to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Niti, what you have to do is you just have to pick a number from 1 to 19. Just take a random guess and take a random number, and the person who is on that number will get a free voucher. And that's a very nice surprise that Zora ma'am has planned. So yeah.
Arushi, you didn't tell me my number. I should have been in
No,
the.
I'm not included.
You are a lucky charm who will get the number.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So you let me know whenever I have to choose a number, I'll do it.
No,
Okay.
you can go ahead now.
You
From
can go ahead now. Just any number between 1 to 19.
1 to 19. Okay, let's go for 3.
3. Amazing. Okay, great. So 3 is 3 is Arushi Bhatnagar. That's great. So congratulations, Arushi Bhatnagar.
Oh,
Yeah.
congratulations.
And congratulations, Arushi Bhatnagar.
Yeah.
Can we have see her on the screen if she is she there?
Arushi is here. Yeah.
Yeah, she said thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
In the chat box. Yes.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Arushi. And you took my gift away. That's really not fair. Okay, girls, I want to also show you quickly. I've applied one lash on her while we were talking and taking out our winner. I'm going to show you something now so that you could not waste more time. Girls, so the lashes are generally placed like this, right? And can you see?
Yes.
So when we are doing the lashes removal from the packaging, we generally pull it out like this. And half the time it breaks in between. So girls always twist it like this. Twist it in the corner and then remove the lash from the top like this. It will never break. Also, Mega's eyes are big, mine are smaller. As per your eye size, you have to cut your lashes. Lashes which have, like if you see this lash, can you see this lash?
Yes.
Where you have more density, that is the area you'll cut it from as per the length, not from the inner corner.
Is there any particular glue which you are using?
Only Duo is the best glue, girls. I've been trying so many and I've been failing. And I asked my other fraternity friends also that girls, do you recommend any glue? They all come up with one name, and that's Duo. This is the one.
There are colors also in Duo, right?
Girls, there is one black, one white, but black leaves a very, shiny effect. So when you remove that product shows in there, white is always safer and better. There are transparent ones also, but trust me, this has the best one. Okay, so after drying off the glue, what I'm going to tell you is that when you're using your glue and your lashes, first we've done that black eye. We have to finish fast now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So we are just left with the lip color. I'm filling it in. No, you have to keep it closed right now. It's better. Okay. I'll just finish it and then. I'm just filling the lip pencil, outlining it. And then filling the entire lip with the same pencil so that the lipstick stays longer. Now lips are dry, so I'm quickly adding a little lip balm with a lip brush. So if your lips are dry, the pencil would not glide easily. Right. Always use pencils to shape it and fill it completely. It makes the lipstick stay longer. Okay, I'm going to also fill on top with a lip color. And after you're done with your entire thing, then you balance it out whether you want more blush or you want more highlighter that can be added on with a MAC lipstick. Huh? The right eye is sticking with the lower lash line. Shall I open? Yeah.
Niti, what is your take on lip injection by Too Faced?
It plumps up, but I just feel that lining and making it plumper looks better than just using something which is going to itch a bit. It might itch, it might not. Like I can't use such things. It just, reacts at times on my face. So again, testing is important. Okay, so I'm showing you and also telling you 1 second, girls. I know the time is going and running. 1 second, I need to tell you this. Okay. Girls, I'm sure a lot of you have nude color love for lipsticks. Thank you so much, Madhya. So nude color lipsticks, I want to give you quickly some names. Please write it down. It's brilliant for Indian skin tones. Anastasia, Beverly Hills, the color is called Hudson, Hudsun. Then Fenty Beauty, you have a color called Unbuttoned and Uncuffed. And then you have Smashbox, it's called Gulab Bay. It's beautiful pink, nude pink. And then you have MAC, which is called Velvet Teddy and kind of sexy. It's the name of the color. A subtle red, all-time favorite. Everyone's red is Ruby Woo for that matter. There is one which has a pink tone, which is called Relentlessly Red. So there's one which is deeper red, like a scarlet red. It is by Smashbox. It's called Scarlet. So these kind of reds can work. Again, if you are on the darker tones and you want to apply reds, make sure they're more deeper rather than brighter. So there is a difference. What's this one? This is Russian red, which has little pink tone in it. So every red has a tone, pink or maroon or brown or wine for that matter. Get a brush, I'm so sorry, girls. I know we're in a hurry, and when you're in a hurry, you'll lose something. And I've lost my brush. 1 second. Yeah. So I'm using this shade called Velvet Teddy by MAC. And filling in. So if you put the pencil before the lipstick, the color would stay longer. You can also use mattifying liquid colors, but then the only thing is that you have to keep in mind the texture. It should not be so matte that it dries off and chips off. Lots of, matte lipsticks have this issue. So her lashes are done, and once you're done with the lashes, make sure that you're filling on the top line. It's very important, so that if there is any gap, I'm using the dark brown. If there is any gap left, it's colored. Very important to put a liner before and after the lashes are done, so that there are no gaps. So if you'll see, I avoid using mascara once the lashes are placed. Make it a point of placing it so close to the lash line that mascara is not required. Take the back of the brush and just pull it up. So She is ready for any kind of day, night, whatever she likes. She can brighten her lips. She can add more highlighter. She can add a champagne kind of a pop in the center of the eye to change the look quickly. So this kind of makeup can be worn at any point of time. Always balance your makeup. If you're feeling something is less, just add on. Do you want her to come near the camera? Is that enough, or should she go back?
I think a little back.
Go back?
Yeah, a little back.
Can you see?
Yes.
So now turn and Balm. Can you see the contour highlight?
Yes.
So this got created because of that base highlighting and then contouring. Thank you so much, Rimple. Thank you, Arushi. So this is the kind of look which is safest and easiest to wear. Thank you so much, Arushi. Thank you.
Niti, hi, this is Rimple. I just had one question. I know we are in a hurry, but I'm not too sure. I joined in a little late. I'm not too sure if you covered this. You know, with the eyeshadow, at the end of the day, you get these lines because of the wrinkles that we have when we keep eyeshadows open. So is there any solution to that? I face that all the time.
Yeah, so what happens is that if you have wrinkly eyes, please avoid more of product using that, application that side. So if I know that my eyes are going to crease here, I will apply anything which is to do with, cream based, and I would go for shades which are more neutral rather than, popping it out. It'll make it more prominent.
Right, and this is on the eyelids as well, because I face that on my eyelids.
Yeah, see, if you have wrinkly eyes, I would suggest you going for neutral tones and matte tones. Please avoid sheen, because the minute there's any pop, that wrinkle would pop up too.
Right.
So
thanks a lot, Niti. An amazing session. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Niti. Megha, you're looking amazing. Thank you for answering all our questions and queries. Now I'll hand it over to Zora. Ms. Zora from our VP events. Now, Zora, it's all over to you.
Thank you, Monica. So we had a wonderful session, and the lucky draw has got the prize. We will send it to her soon. And I guess Rekha is taking over for a thank you note. So Rekha.
Thank you, Zora. Thank you, Niti, for this beautiful and informative session. We have all been doing makeup since long, but I'm sure we all have received some amazing makeup tips today.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad.
You all can follow Niti's Instagram page.
Please
for
do
more
it for Niti Luthra Makeover. And you can always DM me and ask me any product review, anything. I'm always there.
Thank you, Niti. We are all image consultants, but you really brought out the new ideas and new products and everything, giving us wonderful ideas. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful day, girls. And congratulations, Arushi, once more. And good to see you all. I actually couldn't technically see you because I was working, but would love to connect with you on Instagram soon. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Niti. I have put your link, Instagram link in the chat box, and AICI India Delhi chapter Instagram and Facebook link. So I would request everyone, if you want to be part of amazing sessions in future that we'll be coming up with, so please start following AICI India and obviously Niti. Thank you, Niti, for the amazing session. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Megha. You're looking amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a great Sunday, guys. Have a great Sunday.
Thank you, guys. And thank you, Megha. You look stunning after the makeover. I think they've left. Anyways, thank you all for joining in today. Bye.
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 Opposition is a feeling.